In my own life, I attended Jesuit boarding school briefly when I was 7, and there I saw another 7-year-old slapped in the face by the Jesuits for squealing that one of his classmates had 2 candy bars in violation of the rules. I know there are exceptions to this principle, but we're much better relying on good individual judgment and moral fiber to know when these exceptions occur than systematic snitch programs. Leave those to the police and their customary informants who can be paid to implicate anyone. It marks the difference between having faith in human nature and faith in rules and laws instead. The first allows us dignity. It involves everyone as a central player in the maintenance of order. Think of it as a helix sport, the kind that once allowed villages all over the country to go without any policeman at all. I grew up in such a place, and my farm in upstate New York is in such a town. No policeman at all. Those who believe hierarchical management can be imposed on education as well as schooling, those who believe that education should be made a reciprocal of the existing economy, those are the school-to-work programs I'm referring to here, do not understand America and do not understand the principle of thermodynamics that teaches that over-organization destroys any real good that organization can achieve. In April of 1994, long before any shooting occurred, Columbine was the site of a revolution in school management, in which an 8-year-long experiment in which the faculty, the parents, and the students created the text of the school was overthrown by a new school board. In its place, a new outcomes-based centralized management regime was substituted. Commenting on community outrage in 1994, the president of that new school board was quoted in Education Week as saying, quote, "I don't suppose we're going to begin killing each other just because." He really did say that. I didn't make that up. The New York Times failed to dig that out, but they're welcome to it for nothing. No official analysis since Columbine has been willing to think about whether that tragedy was inherent in the logic of remotely managed forced schooling itself, that it might be a system which grossly overextends itself into the lives of the young for the benefit of ensuring the economic and political status quo, to make management simpler and easier. Once all major possibilities for the future are contained in a quantitative code set down by the past, a closed system is created contrary to the laws of social thermodynamics. In all history, no closed social system has ever sustained itself forever. All of them are overthrown. They corrupt themselves by cutting off so many people from a voice at the table. All attempts at final closure, at ending history, have disintegrated into violence, as happened in Rome with Commodus and in the Soviet Union just yesterday. In thermodynamics, entropy is the customary term used to describe disorganization. Harris and Klebold disorganized 15 living souls thoroughly and many more severely. They partially disorganized a confident institution and a proud community. But from the look of its surveillance cameras and snitch programs, Columbine doesn't seem to have learned anything. Someone there thinks that an even tighter organization than before will solve the problem. So did the Soviets.